I'm Jamel Crothers. I'm going to go into my part 2 of power forwards. I've got 3 more to talk about, so let's get started. Let's get started with Darrell Arthur. He's a 6'9" power forward from Kansas. He's been struggling a little bit in workouts, and you know what? He's probably slipping down slowly and dwindling down into the teens of the NBA draft. He's definitely not going to be within the top 15, but I do see him going to the Washington Wizards at number 18. Antawn Jamison, as you may know, is a free agent. He may sign with the Wizards. He may not. So if Antawn Jamison does decide to move on, they will have Darrell Arthur as a backup. I think Darrell Arthur Darrell Arthur. That's the only place I can see him fitting in right now. Next up, JaVale McGee. He's a 7-footer, and he's most likely going to play power forward in the NBA because of his slim frame. But he can bulk up in some weight, which is most likely what a lot of NBA teams, which is what NBA teams would try to get him to do. I only can see him fitting in at number 23 with the Utah Jazz. Utah does need to get a little bit tougher inside as far as rebounding goes, and as far as low post presence. Carlos Boozer is their only real deal low post presence. Mehmet Okur is more of a shooter. Andre Kirilenko is just a very athletic forward that can play. That's more of a defensive player. I think Utah can definitely develop him. I'm quite sure Jerry Sloan will be able to make him much more of a better player. My final power forward, J.J. Hickson. He's a 6'9" power forward from NC State. He has some great offensive skills. He's a very tough guy down low. A lot of people are saying that he definitely can be a top 10 pick next year if he was to go back to school, but I think J.J. Hickson, he's ready to make that move to the NBA. I can see him going to 2 teams. I can see him going to Memphis or Detroit. Memphis has 2 picks in the first round. I'm not saying he's going to go within that first pick that Memphis has. I think he'll go within that second pick to Memphis at number 28, and then he also could possibly go to number 29 at Detroit, because Detroit does need to get tougher, and they do need to bulk up in the front court because they did struggle in the conference finals against the Boston Celtics. Well, those are my last 3 power forwards that I am talking about. We're going to move on to the centers in my next piece. I'm Jamel Crothers.